Our next guest spent 16 years with Elvis as a member of the famous Memphis Mafia, and he's here tonight to share some favorite memories. Please welcome Sonny West.
Gary, I've noticed this week everyone's christening you here.
Yeah, come on, Sonny. Come on.
Well, mine's going to be a little bit easier on you. I am now making you an honorary member of the Memphis Mafia.
Oh.
And there's your dinner shirt.
Oh. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You betcha.
And it didn't hurt a bit.
Didn't hurt at all. Now, where's the other thing I'm supposed to do? No, I'm just kidding.
No, quit it. Man, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I've been watching your show, Gary, and I'm glad, I got to tell you, I'm glad they got you.
Well,
but I was watching the other, Mr. Emery. I used to watch him a lot. I enjoyed, Ralph Emery when he was there, but you are just fantastic. You have such a warmth about you. You have a friendliness. You got a quick wit, and so things are just working for you.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Thank you. But we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about the king. You were right there next to him a whole lot of the time.
Yeah, I went to work for him in ¡60 when we got out of there.
We got a million stories and not nearly enough time.
I know it.
But, and we've had so much fun talking today. He had a pretty quick sense of humor, but he was not necessarily a great joke teller.
Yes, exactly. The talents this man had were, you couldn't count them, but he was not a good joke teller, which we'll show you. And also, he had a great sense of humor, though.
All this stuff can be found on this, All the King's Men. This is way, way cool here. This is a good thing. We're going to show you a couple of clips here. Clay, roll that clip. I'm not sure who's talking in this one. The Mafia is all in
Elvis would walk 2 feet and forget what you told him, And David Brinkley was out there. And Elvis just did not know how to introduce David. He did not lock it in his mind how to introduce David Brinkley. So he introduced all the other celebrities, and the curtain was closing, and I was bringing the house down to dark, and all of a sudden, he opened the curtain up and he said, "Good night, David." And the place just went bananas, man. It was just, because Chet Huntley and him would give him, "Good night, Chet, good night, David." And it was just, the place went crazy. It just went nuts.
Somebody had told him this joke about how can you tell if you got an elephant in the car? You smell the peanuts on his breath. So, boy, he really thought that was a classic. So he goes in, and there's this producer and all these people here, and he gets to talking. And he said, he said, "How can you tell if you got a peanut in the car?" And they all listened, and he realized he messed up, so he turned around and just walked out, man, and left them hanging.
He forgot the punchline or changed it all the time, didn't he?
Tell a joke. He just couldn't do it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, boy.
That is great.
There's so much of that. It's got a lot of little quick anecdotes like that. It's got some great stories in there, moving stories,
We should tell the folks that was a couple of other Mafia
Yes, that
members.
was Lamar Fike was first, about
And
David
Billy was
Brinkley, and
next.
Billy Smith was Elvis's cousin. Right. And this thing is just loaded.
And then
we
your
had so much
cousin,
fun.
Red West.
Red's, yeah, that's how I met Elvis, was through Red. He introduced me to him in '58, just before he was getting ready to go to Germany.
Well, we've got a clip of Red that we've got to show.
Yeah.
This is a good one here. Roll it, Clay.
I came into between classes. I went to the bathroom one day, and I saw these 3 guys and Elvis back in the corner. 2 of them were holding him. One guy had the scissors. Yeah, Elvis was different. He wore the long hair, and all of us had crew cuts.
Yeah.
And I walked in, looked around, "What's going on, boys? We're going to cut a little hair off this boy here, Well, I said, he don't look like he wants it cut off to me. He said, "No, he don't, but we do." And I said, "Well, if you cut his, you got to cut mine, and I ain't got too damn much up here to cut." And they looked at me to see if I was serious, and they saw that I was serious, and they let him go. Now, these were football players. These weren't football players. These were just redneck dumb.
Red calls the shots like they are, But they were.
Red pretty much calls it like he sees it, I guess.
He didn't know at the time, no one knew, Gary, what that was going to do.
So that was, they were in high school together.
Right. That bonded them together, and, rest of Elvis's adult life there.
Wow.
Red was with him.
Yeah.
Red's a good songwriter, too, I think you know.
Oh, yeah. He's a fun one. Now, this story about when he met Nixon.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
President
this.
Nixon. Yeah, we went up there, and Jerry Schilling and I were with him, and we went in, and Elvis had on his fur suit with the high collar, and he had the rose-colored glasses and a cane, and he just looked like Elvis to us. But President Nixon looked at him and said, "You dress kind of wild, don't you, son?" And Elvis said, "Mr. President, you got your show to run, and I got mine." And so, that's true. That was true.
Oh, that's good.
Let me tell you, have I got time to tell the quick one on the Cadillacs?
Can we quickly go on the cut? All right,
Okay.
yeah, go. This is great.
You've heard about the car buying. Well, it's true. Elvis would just get on a car buying spree, and anyone around him was going to get one. And we were out in California coming back from George Barris's place, who was doing he was in the middle of doing Elvis's custom bus. And we're riding back up through Bel Air, and Elvis, it was a beautiful night in the spring, and he said, "Boy, what a great night for a baby blue convertible." And everyone said, "Yeah, yeah." He said, "Sonny, let's go. Let's go over to that Cadillac place." So I turned around. We went over there to Hillcrest Cadillac there in Beverly Hills. He went in. There was a big, beautiful black convertible there with the top down on the floor. And I said, "Elvis, man, that's your car right there, not baby blue." Because he's always said, get black or blue, you get tired of colors. And so anyway, the guy didn't have one. He said, "We'll get you one up here." Elvis said, "Well, we'll be back." We went down to another Cadillac place. We walked through the lot. I went and parked the car. Got up and walked to the door. Billy and Elvis had already gone in. They come out and met me at the door. And right there was just sitting there parked, already was there, was a 1963 Eldorado convertible, black on black. And it was low slung and gorgeous, man. He said, "Is that what you're talking about, Sonny?" I said, "Yes, Elvis, that, you know, baby blue." He said, "Well, that's yours." And I said, "No, it's not." I walked back, got in the Rolls Royce, had tears in my eyes. And I said, "Elvis, man, you always seem to be giving, and we're always taking." He said, "Sonny, you guys are giving when you don't know you're giving. I know I put you through some things sometimes. You handle it. This is my way of saying thanks. Now, you've got your damn car. Let's go get mine."
I like it. Yeah.
Nick, by the way, he did get the black one.
He got the black one?
Yeah, he said, "Forget the blue. I want the black one."
This is it, folks. All the King's Men. It's full of great stories from the guys that know. 1-800-916-9524. Get this. Very cool. Thank you, man.
Gary. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Sonny. Delbert McClinton's going to sing us another one when we come back.
You can contact Primetime Country on the World Wide Web at country.com, your personal source for all things country.